Okay, in today's video we're going to be making potato soup. You're going to need potatoes, some milk, a bag of broccoli, and I'm probably only going to use a half a bag of broccoli. I'm amount it to the amount of potatoes, a block of cheese, a stick of butter, some minced garlic, an onion, some pepper, and seasoning salt. First thing I'm going to do is get out the amount of potatoes I think I'm going to need and start peeling them all and then chop them up. Now that all the potatoes are peeled, some I'm going to just slice in half and dice them, and some I'm going to quarter and dice them just to have different sizes of potatoes throughout the soup. Once all the potatoes are diced, I'm going to rinse them off, and then I'm going to fill the pot up with water just to barely cover the potatoes. Here is what it looks like, and the temperature is going to be set on like a medium high. I'm going to put it on number 6. While the potatoes are starting to heat up, I'm going to go ahead and dice my onion, and I use anywhere from a quarter to a half of an onion. Just amount it to however many potatoes that I use. Okay, so this is what we're looking like so far. We're still on number 6. I'm going to let it come to a boil while I dice up the broccoli. To dice up the broccoli, I'm just going to take all the little pieces out and set them to the side. And some of the bigger pieces I'm just going to dice in half, or I'm going to cut the stem off and then chop them. This is the amount of broccoli that I ended up with. I think it'll be a good amount compared to the potatoes. So now I'm going to go ahead and start to dice the cheese. When it comes to the cheese, I always grab Velveeta, and normally, since we're a small family, I just grab the smallest block they have. To start off, I'm only going to do half of it, but I honestly ended up adding the rest of it in the end and used the whole block of cheese.
Perfect.
Now that everything's chopped up and waiting, I'm going to let the potatoes come to a boil. I will add the broccoli, then strain everything else, and then add the butter and the garlic to cook down. So now that everything's boiling, I'm just going to throw in the broccoli, and then you don't want the potatoes to boil all the way. You want them to kind of still be stiff but be able to poke through, because after they boil through and we add everything else, I'm still going to let it cook till all the flavors come together. Here it is ready, so now I'm going to strain it and then add the butter and the broccoli in the bottom of the pan, and then I will start adding in the cheese.
Perfect.
So now that the butter's starting to melt, I'm going to grab the garlic, and I usually do a half of a teaspoon, and I'll throw it in there and let it cook with the rest of the butter. So now I've added the first half of the block of cheese, and I've cut the temperature down to low because I don't want to burn the cheese while I'm trying to melt it. And then when it gets all melted, I'm going to add the milk and then bring the potatoes back. Okay, so here's what we're looking like. I did end up adding the whole block of cheese, and I think it's going to be good. Once I add the potatoes and the broccoli and let it all cook together, it will get thick. So I'm going to do that now. Okay guys, so here it is finished and it's looking the way it's supposed to. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.